Hey, are they doing it tomorrow too? I must have totally. Thank you.
Good afternoon. We're a little early. We're going to get started at about 2:05. Okay, we're going to wait about 4 more minutes and give others time to join us. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to wait about 3 more minutes and then we'll get started. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our training today. My name is Tockley Perry. I'm one of the customer support team members here at Invention. We also have Eric Guzman. He's a new team member on our team, and he's also attending this meeting with us. We're going to discuss Secure Drive webinar information. If everyone will keep their phones on mute until the end of the training, and we can answer any questions at the end. Can everyone see my screen? And can everyone hear me well? Okay. We're going to just discuss the uses for secure drop with your property and the purpose of secure drop and why you have it at your sites for use. And the purpose is to have a cash management system and reconciliation tool that integrates your POS and POMS system data to automate your over and short reporting and also your cash journal posting. You can also integrate with a cash recycler. We usually have Revolution, but there are other machines available for use at different properties. But we mainly use the Revolution, and it integrates increased time savings and removing the need to count your cash by hand. So when using our system, the first step would be to log in using your password and user ID, depending on the property you have. You may have a single sign-on, or you might use your user ID and password to log in the system. And so you would, if you have a username, you would type in your username here and your password and click sign in. Or if you have a single sign-on, you will only click this button to log into the system. And if you forget your password at any time, you could click this button and it will send you a link to reset your password. So upon logging in, this will be your home screen here. It's pulling up. And these widgets will give you a short overview with your data in it to show what your totals look like at a quick glance, your transaction summaries, your unclosed days, any favorite reports you have set up to show on this view, over and short by department, and uncleared violations. And this page will also be customized according to your needs for your property. So the first step is to go to the imports page. So you click on imports and click on home. And to the left of the screen will show you all of the imports you have coming into your property or use. So for this training purpose, we're using the Revolution transaction import and the POS PMS import for examples. And so to do a manual import, most Revolution imports will come in automatically. But if you happen to need to do a manual import, you will click the plus sign for the particular report you need to manually load. So you would click the plus sign for the Revolution import for this particular one, and then you would go to the upload files and then find the files you want to upload. So I'm going to do a manual import of the Revolution file, for example, and then you will click import. It's taking a little while. Depending on the size of the file, it may take a few minutes for the file to completely finish uploading and importing it. Okay, so when it finishes, a message should appear at the top saying the import was successful. And when it does fully import, you will see it appear at the bottom under the recent import section, and it will show you the status and the time and all the details. If you click on this source file, this shows the data that was imported for the file. And I'm going to also upload the POS PMS import. So I'll go back to the plus sign here and look for the file I want to upload. Once it's uploaded successfully, then you can click import, and then it should appear as the other one did below. It was successful, and so you will see it here. And this is the Excel file, so I'm going to click on the file and open the file to look at the data. Okay, so this report shows all the data captured in this report, and from your Revolution machine, it will show the employee name, ID, date, audit amount, tips paid, and other information depending on the report. So don't want to save that. And so we mentioned the status over here is successful, but in case the file is not successful, you will see other messages under the status needs review. So this file shows a needs review error message. So in this case, you will highlight the file and then scroll to the bottom of the page to find the issue under items. And so you would check each tab to look for where the error message appears. So let's find that error message. And it's right here. So it tells you all the reasons why this file did not import successfully. And so if you hover over the message or click on it to give you the full message, and it says that this import did not unable to perform because the event was closed, the day was closed. So it mentions 1/18/22, So that means you have to go back to that day of transactions and reopen the day, and then come back to this page to re-import this file for a successful import. So by doing that, you will go to accounting and click on journal entry. You would find the transaction date that shows that error message is the 18th. I think it was 22. Let's see. And since the day is closed, you would have to reopen the day. This one shows it's closed, open. Well, this is where you would do it at here. I'm gonna go back to that if import. Yeah. Let's see. Once you reopen the day, you would just come back to the imports page and click this save, this check mark button over the exclamation points, and then click save. And then the file should turn successful once you clear out the error messages. Let's take that back to successful. And so the next step you would do is to look at your walk through each step on the accounting page. You go to verify. Let me find that date. January. And it shows that the status is open. It shows the amounts. If you click on this paper icon, it shows the details for that day and all the transactions with the drops, verified amount, audit amounts, and it shows you the status. And once you complete verifying all of your drops, you would save and go to the next step, which would be the audit. It's the audit page. Let's go back to January 22. And it shows this day is open. If the day is closed already, this is the button you would check to reopen that day or close it back. And again, it shows you the transactions for all the audits and anything that are over and short. You will see all the information here. And this information is automatically imported from the Revolution machine and the with the other import. So you just follow the steps. If you have any violations on that report, it will be on this page, and you would manually clear each one um, according to um, the reason for the violation. See if I can find one with data in it. Mhm. Okay, so this report shows the information, and if they have any violation, it shows the reason here and the amounts. And if it's an error or if you have the violation cleared, you would just click on the status page and you can change the violation to cleared or under investigation or whatever the issue applies. You can also add attachments here if you need to add a statement of why the employee had a violation or issue with that transaction. You add any notes in the attachment section here. Next page is the journal entry page, and it shows you all of the, let me fix this date again. All the journal transactions will be on this page. Okay, and your goal is to have the correct number of verified drops and audited. So it shows this one transaction that still needs to be cleared up. So this to be accurate. Although the totals here, the debit and credit is the same, there's one drop that's missing that should be accounted for. And you will go to the transactions page and it will show you all the totals for the day, for the transactions for that day. And if you click on this drop down arrow again, it will show you all the details for that date for the transactions. Okay, next we're going to look at the personnel tab, and these are the section for the employees and the users. This first list is the employees. Um, if they are using the Revolution machine, that would have a bank. Open the details for the employee, and it shows all the information, such as the department they work in, and the tab at the top here will have the bank assigned information on this page. If you ever have an employee that is no longer working at your property or has changed departments, you can also go on the profile under this area and you can add a department if they're working in a different area, accounting, um, and you will put the effective date. From date is the start date, and to date is the end date. So if they're still employed at the property but have a different department or job title, you would make the changes here. But keep the to date open if they're still employed at the property itself. And if the employee is no longer active, here's where you would also make the change to put in the to date, the end date for the effective date of their employment, and click save. And the similar applies to the users. You click on users, and most users are management that has access to make changes within the system and any transactions with the Revolution machine and in any accounting information. So you'd also click on the details for a user, and it shows their sign-in type. If you have a Marriott or Hyatt property, just the username, you would click on the appropriate sign-in type. Most users are required to have a email address attached so they can receive the reports. And under here is the training area. It's actually the roles, deposit roles they have access to. So depending on their level of seniority or job title, they would be assigned different deposit roles here and their locations. Let's see. Okay. So this was just a general overview of how the total recon system works with prevention, using it with your property and accounting for your cash system. So are there any questions so far I can answer? If you don't have any questions right now, you can always reach out to us by looking at the home screen under your department here. You click on it. I'm sorry, not this button, the question mark button. Click on the question mark button, and then you can send us an email or give us a call 7 days a week. We're open 8:30 to 5:30 Central. Or you can also click on the guides here, and there's some little shortcuts and links to information to help assist any questions you may have. And also, if you have any specific questions or issues and you want to schedule a call or separate one-on-one meeting, we can also do that as well. But just to remember to make the total recon system fully functional for your property, the very first important step is to check your imports daily when you're running your reports to make sure they're all successful, because that will have an impact on your report totals if they're not completely imported. Also, if there's a needs review message, if there's a needs review message or it shows a warning message or a failed message, just give us a call and we'll help figure out what the issue is. Okay, well, the training has been recorded, and everyone that has attended will receive a copy of the training. And like I said, thank you for joining our class today. And if you have any questions, just give us a call or email. All right, I'm going to end the meeting. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon.